Coming up on the Lunchtime News, a coroner says a British soldier died in Iraq because he wasn't properly equipped.
In Finland, a gunman has shot one person and is holding others hostage at a school.
In Italy, more details about the roommate of the murdered British student who's allegedly confessed to being involved.
And the amazing surgery that's given new life to a little...
The Oxford coroner said the supply chain of equipment was chaotic and lacking in clarity and led to the soldier's death.
We'll have the latest from the court and reaction from the Fusilier's family. Also this lunchtime. Good afternoon and welcome to Wednesday's Lunchtime News. It has been a long 3.5-year search for the truth for the mother of Fusilier Gordon Gentle, who died while serving in Iraq.
Today, Rose Gentle got a step further after the inquest into his death ruled he'd been unlawfully killed.
The coroner said that the supply of army equipment that could have saved his life was flawed and chaotic and lacking in clarity. She also called the Ministry of Defence policies on providing evidence to the inquest illogical and based on errors of law.
19-year-old Fusilier Gentle died in June 2004 while patrolling in Basra after a roadside bomb detonated beside his armoured Land Rover. He'd been serving in Iraq for just 1 month. The inquest, which began last week, heard that life-saving bomb-disabling equipment should have been fitted to that vehicle. It wasn't.
In fact, it was fitted the very evening he was died. Too late for him. His mother, Rose Gentle, has always blamed army neglect for his death, and since then she's become an outspoken critic of the war in Iraq.
In a moment we'll talk to Rose Gentle, but first here's Paul Davis with this report. OK, let's bring you all now on the breaking news coming in from Finland this lunchtime, where a teenage student has apparently opened fire in a school and taken hostages. Police have confirmed at least one person is dead, and one of those shot is the head teacher of the school. Students have also died. Armed police have surrounded the building, which houses both a middle school and a high school.
In the last few minutes, the Finnish state broadcaster has shown a video that it says was posted by the gunman on YouTube. It begins with a picture of the school and then shows a figure pointing a gun, all set to a song with the lyrics.
Made an arrest. We can speak now to the Finnish journalist Jarkko Spiller, who is at the scene at that school shooting. Jarkko, what more can you tell us?
Well,
Disturbing details have emerged about the suspects held in connection with the murder of the British student Meredith Kircher. Bizarre photographs of her American flatmate, Commander Knox, who police claim has admitted taking part in the killing, and her boyfriend, were posted on a social networking site.
21-year-old Meredith was found dead on Friday night in her flat in the Italian city of Perugia. Keir Simmons has this report. A close ally of Pakistan's president says he expects General Pervez Musharraf to end emergency rule there within 3 weeks.
But the news hasn't been enough to placate growing opposition to General Musharraf, especially from the former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto. She's now calling for an uprising if the general doesn't immediately resign from the army and call elections, as he's promised to do. Today, violent clashes are continuing on the streets. Salma Siraj has the latest.
The head of the Met Police, Ian Blair, has been facing more questions today about the death of Jean-Charles de Menezes, shot dead by his officers 2 years ago. He told the Greater London Assembly that he would not resign over the shooting and is determined to carry on the fight against terror.
Sir Ian has faced a barrage of criticism since the force was found guilty of failing to protect the public at the Old Bailey last week. Tomorrow, an investigation into the shooting is expected to heap more pressure on him. Our political correspondent, Chris Shipp, is at the Home Office. In other news this lunchtime, the man found guilty of murdering the BBC TV presenter Jill Dando will have to wait to see if his appeal is successful.
As the families of the 4 firefighters killed in Warwickshire try to take in what's happened, the focus now is on finding out who or what caused the fatal blaze.
Search and rescue teams recovered the bodies of the 3 missing firemen yesterday. Last night, their colleagues and families formed a guard of honour lining the road by the warehouse where the men died to pay tribute to them.
Our reporter Rohit Katru is at the fire. A reminder of our main stories this lunchtime, and a coroner.
Finally this lunchtime, a little girl born with an extra set of limbs will now be able to lead a normal life after doctors in India carried out a successful operation to remove her unwanted arms and legs.
Lakshmi Tatma's parents turned down offers from circus owners to buy their daughter. Today they're delighted that the hospital has not only made a success of the surgery, but is also paying for it. Russell Hookey has the story. And that is it from us. You can get the main ITV news stories delivered directly to your mobile phone with Newsfix.
Yeah, just send the word FIX to 88333. For the cost of a text message, we'll send you details of how to subscribe to this free service.
The news where you are is coming up next after the national weather. But from the two of us, goodbye.
Bye-bye.